Good evening, friends. Kaja Kallas is at it again.
We must keep in mind that there is one aggressor and one victim.
The Vice President of the European Commission and previous Prime Minister of Estonia, a country whose population is just slightly more than that of Southampton in the UK, is beating her war drums once more in her determination to see off any possibility of a peace agreement between Ukraine and Russia in the foreseeable future.
An immediate and unconditional ceasefire must be the first step to ending the war, but right now we see zero indication that Russia is ready for a ceasefire. Russia is not winding down its military machine, but ramping it up. We still need to get from a situation where Russia pretends to negotiate to a situation where they need to negotiate.
So the backdrop to this is a deliberately leaked peace plan. First there was Trump's, then the EU counter-proposal. First 28 points, then 19 or 20 points. And these peace plans seem to share one common characteristic. On the face of it, not one of them has any hope whatsoever appealing to the eventual victors in this conflict. A characteristic of the EU leadership has been to blame Russia for failing to talk about peace, when all that Russia has been doing recently and since the much hyped Alaska meeting earlier this year is review proposal after proposal for settlement of this conflict. And today, Associated Press brings us news of a further meeting of Rubio, Witkoff, together with Jared Kushner, son-in-law of President Trump, with Ukraine's negotiators in Florida. It certainly doesn't help that Andriy Yermak, Ukraine's chief negotiator, has resigned amidst widespread accusations of corruption after his home was searched by anti-corruption investigators. Hot on the tail of Trump's and the EU's earlier peace proposals, it really does seem a bridge too far to imagine that anything meaningful is going to come out of this. To date, the way that so-called world leaders and seasoned diplomats have gone about this could for many be considered farcical. The main stumbling blocks of Ukraine's NATO membership or quasi-NATO membership, the so-called ceding of land, even though it has already been taken, the size of Ukraine's armed forces and European peacekeeping boots on the ground are all considerations designed to block any realistic hope of peace and prolong the pain indefinitely.